Hello and welcome to another Writerly Witterings. Cheers. My name's Michael Jex. Firstly, apologies for the camera. My damaged camera is still away with Nikon, hoping to be repaired before too long. But my daughter has this excellent Nikon Coolpix, which I'm hoping is going to make a better recording than the attempts I've been doing on my iMac, which turned out so bad I've just had to give up completely. Anyway, today is the wrong day for a Writerly Witterings announcement. But who cares? I'm going to make one anyway. I am going to start a series of every Tuesday talking about the latest book that I've read that I really enjoyed. It's going to be a series of 5-minute quick reviews, no longer than 5 minutes, because I don't have time to worry about it and you don't have time to watch too many things, so I thought 5-minute review would be a good idea. So for this very first one I thought, what could I pick to talk about? And it took very little time because it's a book I've just finished, and it is Gates of Stone by Angus Macallan. Who isn't actually Angus Macallan, because if you read the book and look at the back, it's actually a pseudonym for Angus Donald. If you can read that. I don't know if you can read it or not with this camera, but I'm going to assume you can. So, book by Angus Donald. What's he known for? He's known for really good stories set in the medieval period about that famous outlaw, Robin Hood, where he tries to get into the nitty-gritty and the reality of what Robin Hood would have been like. Not such a nice, pleasant character, but pretty much a thief and extortioner and all-round bully. Good chap. Gates of Stone is nothing like that. This is a really very powerful epic fantasy. I assume it's the first in a series. And it is a book which is written superbly well, as you'd expect with Angus Donald. It's also even got a map. Look at that. Doesn't really matter, it's not a map of anywhere that exists, because this is pure fantasy. But it is fascinating. It's really superbly well written. I cannot compliment Angus enough on the quality of the writing and the plot that he's put together with this. Because it's not just a simple road type story which you have with standard books. Hello, Dalmatian. It's a story of a quest, but the quest is actually being conducted by an evil sorcerer who is wandering around the different parts of the lands mentioned in the book, gathering up 7 key sources of power. So the actual road trip element is from the point of view of the evil party. That's quite an interesting turn on the head compared to Lord of the Rings and something. But the other characters who are in the book are a young prince, who's a bit of a feckless twerp really, but he starts to grow into his position after he's made a slave and forced to work in a gold mine and then has to escape and start learning how to kill people. There's also a young woman who really is the lowest of the low in terms of caste, and so the prince looks down on her significantly, but you know, he may discover there's more to her than meets the eye, in the same way as his main servant that he has at the beginning of the book. Actually, he's a bit more than just a servant. Well, these things happen in fantasy stories, don't they? There's also a sort of Han Solo type criminal felon, definitely a devious soul who's trying to make money any which way he can, while also being hunted by someone he owes money to. So that's an interesting character. And all of these characters in this very concise location that have been invented by Angus are also confronted with a more or less Russian princess who is very keen to reacquire the land that she thinks she should have inherited. So she's married a husband, as she was told by her father, and on the wedding night, after seeing to him very extensively, as Angus goes into some detail, she then kills him because she wants to take over his lands, his army, so she's then got bargaining power so that she can get somebody else to lend her the soldiers so that she can re-invade her own territory. It's convoluted, but excellent. Really good read. I couldn't put the darn thing down. It cost me several days of work. I can thoroughly recommend it. If you read one epic fantasy book this year, make it Gates of Stone, because it's worthwhile. There you go. So that was the first 5 minute review. I think I did it just to time, and I'm hoping that this camera has actually picked up everything. It may well not have done, which is Murphy's Law, but if it hasn't, never mind. I'll do another one next week and make sure that that one records. Here's hoping that the old Nikon soon comes back and I can record properly with video. Take care, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this so I can tell that people actually want to see them. Hit the subscribe button, because if you are subscribed then you'll get notified when there's a new one comes out. And if you've got any questions or comments, if you've already read Gates of Stone or if you haven't, put them in the comment section down below. I just see it's published by Ace in America, I think, but it's a division of Penguin Random House. So, Penguin Random House, highly recommended. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Cheers.